Hiya, so this is going to be my first ever YouTube video, so please bear with me while I figure out what I'm doing. I thought that a good thing to start off with would be to do a video about ways that I cheer myself up. So I think I've got about 10 points to make, but we'll just see how it goes, because I've been having some technical difficulties, and I just did this really good one for 10 minutes and then it just crashed and I lost it all and it was great, so I'm going to just try and do it again. So yeah, right. Okay, so my first point is that sometimes, like when I'm getting stressed, it's like my environment, like if I'm in a cluttered room. So, first thing I do, because I never feel like tidying anything, because that's not how I roll, is I love to go out for a walk and just kind of be outside and get some fresh air. And just sometimes it just clears your mind so much, and then like come back in and just get on with tidying. But if the weather's rubbish, definitely consider doing something like Pilates, because I mean, for me, that's my favourite. And it's like a mixture of strength, you do a bit of cardio as well. But you don't need any equipment. Like, yeah, you could have a yoga mat or some weights maybe, but you don't need it. Like, you could literally just do it on this rug. Like, that's about the space you need. Maybe a little bit more for some moves, but there's no excuses, because I know you're already on YouTube. I like to watch Blogger Lies, because she's so like infectiously happy in her videos, so I think that just rubs off on you. Maybe not during like doing like 50 reps or something, like that's what it feels like anyway, and you're really struggling, and then she's like, and do the other side, and you're just like, no, I hate you so much right now, and then at the end you're like, actually I love you really, I didn't remember what I said earlier. I really recommend doing some like physical activity just to get moving and just kind of shake off whatever's getting you down. And obviously, if you're anything like me, you won't be like very tidy. And if you're trying to do some sort of move where you're like balancing and moving your leg about, and every single time you move your leg, it's like slightly brushing against a crisp packet, that's going to get on your nerves. That's not going to help you move. That's not going to cheer you up. So this is like my tidying up method, and it's the only way I can do it, and I have to force myself because I hate it. I just hate tidying. But my first thing that I do is get a bin bag and go around and get all like the crisp packets, get all that stuff, and put that all in the bin, and already it's looking better. And then secondly, sort out the clothes, because like again, if you're anything like me, your wardrobe will be on the floor. Whether or not it's clean or dirty, it's on the floor, not in the wardrobe, not in a laundry basket. So get that in order. If you're feeling up to it, maybe even put some laundry on, so then you'll have some pants to wear. And then the last thing I do is like the walk of shame to the kitchen, because sometimes when I'm in the kitchen I'm like, where's all the glasses gone? And then I see like they're all dotted around the bedroom, just with like little bits of juice still in them, and I'm like, oh god, that's why I feel so stressed out. And then once you've got your cups back, you're like, right, I'm on track, I'm good to go. And something that's kind of related to the tidying up point is to make your whatever room you're in just look nicer. And for me, like I said earlier with nature, I just think having some plants just makes everything better. This is a peace lily, and I find them very easy to take care of, because you literally don't need to give it any like plant food, you just need to give it some water, and only when the leaves start to like droop a bit. So all you got to do, well, this is what I do anyway, is it's in a really nice colourful pot as well, like colour makes me happy, so I got blue hair. Is you take the pot out, you just pour some water in and then just pop it back on top, and it just kind of like soaks it all up and it has a drink, and then it comes back to life again. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting plants. Like a peace lily I think is good, but anything really, like even just buying, like maybe if you're not feeling up to looking after some plants, you could even just get like, treat yourself to a bouquet of flowers and put them in a vase, and be like, oh, I'm such a grown up now with my flowers. Yeah, definitely invest in some flowers, because that can really cheer you up a lot more than you'd expect. And then after everything's tidy, you've got your flowers, you've had a little walk, or you've these Pilates videos I'm on about are like literally 10 minutes long, 5 minutes. Once you've done it, you just feel better, and it gets kind of addictive after you've been doing like half an hour. Like, trust me, if you've never done stuff like this, I was the same, and then I did it, and then I was like, oh, I'm like a right little exercising person now, active person. So get a pen, get some paper, and just kind of scribble down anything that's on your mind, like even the littlest things like, oh, I need to take the bin out, can't be bothered, but just write it down, and then you're just like, okay, I can do that, and once it's done, that's out of my head then. It's gone. It's not an issue. So definitely write everything down. It doesn't have to be in any order. Just write it all down, scribble it, do a brainstorm if you want, and branch it all off and be like, just go as in-depth as you want, or just do it as vague, like just little bullet points. And then what I like to do next is organise it into things that are in my control and things that I can't really do much about. Like the fact I've got to be at work on Monday, like I would prefer to not have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I enjoy my job, so I try and think of the good stuff and just get on with it. And I know that once I'm there with like a lot of things with me, once I'm there, I quite enjoy it. So yeah, that cheers me up thinking, well, you know what, I'm just going to change my attitude towards that, and I already feel better. But sometimes what I find when I write it down is like nothing on this list is really affecting me that much, but I just feel down. And that's normally when I either need a drink or I need to have something to eat, or maybe even a nap. Sometimes you just need to nap it out and then you just feel so much better afterwards. Like, I'm such a napper. Like if I don't have my nap on my break, because I do split shifts, if I don't have a nap on my break, I go back sulking, I'm stroppy, I'm difficult. So that's what, like, I think sometimes you just kind of need to know yourself and know what you need to be happy. You wouldn't expect this when we're making a YouTube video, but I'm quite shy, so sometimes I cut myself off from people, and then I'm like, I'm really lonely and down, but I'm shy to make friends or to see my existing friends, and then I'm just like, I might just make plans with someone, and sometimes you just have to just throw yourself into it, and you always just feel better for it afterwards. Like once you've had a chat, watched a film with someone, like honestly, even if you just go for a walk, like combine the first point, go for a walk, you're already like ahead. Like maybe you don't even need to do a brainstorm, you just need to go for a walk with your mate. Like just like tiny things I think in life like that can just really just perk you up and make you feel better. Another thing that I think really helps me, I think it is to do with being social, is seeing other people happy. So doing like just like a little tiny like act of kindness for someone. So for example, yesterday I cooked my friend tea, and I just love doing that because my job is like as in a kitchen at a restaurant. So I really enjoy feeding people because that makes them happy, and as soon as he was happy, I felt better. So yeah, or even if it's just like, do you want a cup of tea? Just bring someone a cup of tea or whatever. Just help someone out, and I like to think that it has like a ripple effect. So like it kind of, you're spreading the kindness, spreading the happiness, and then that might, you never know, that could just make someone's day. Like you don't know like what they're going through, which actually conveniently brings me on to my next point. Stop comparing yourself to other people, because social media is a massive lie. Like you would think that I had my life together because it looks nice here, but I have a Christmas tree up and it's almost May. I don't have my life together, but I kept that out of shot. Oh, that's like a metaphor. It's like I just kept that out of shot, so you don't know about the Christmas tree that I'm hiding in the corner. So never compare yourself, because everyone's trying to pretend that they're okay, and some people are better at pretending than other people. And just because you're feeling low and other people don't seem to be, doesn't mean that they're not struggling too. So please don't compare yourself, because everyone's at different stages. Everyone's better at some stuff, worse at other stuff. You know how I said about making people's day? Like, obviously only do it if you genuinely mean it, but sometimes a little compliment can actually just turn someone's like day around, like their life around maybe. Like sometimes maybe something that I found as well is them people that seem like they already know they're good at something, sometimes it's just an act to like help protect them from people's criticism. Sometimes like maybe no one's ever told them that they're good at something, so you can be that person and you can make them happy, and then they'll make someone happy, and the ripple effect. Also, I think something that gets me down is if I've got people in my life that don't have my best interests at heart, they're not like wanting me to succeed. And I think with people like that, you just need to like cut them out, because if anyone ever says anything to make you feel as though you're not good enough, when I promise, I don't know you, but I'm pretty sure you are good enough. You are good enough to exist on this planet. Honestly, do not let them get to you. That says way more about them than it does about you. Like, do you know how long I wanted to make a YouTube video for? And I thought, but what if someone says something mean? And it's like, well, how about I just ignore that? Because, yeah, obviously criticism like is helpful, Like I already know that my brother's going to be giving me some tips on this. There's helpful constructive criticism, and then there's just things that people say that's malicious and it's there to hurt you and bring you down. And you don't need that. I'm telling you now, you are good enough. Okay, something else is, for me, just makes everything all better, is planning things to look forward to, like a day out, or like even just saying to someone, should we have a film night and get some takeaway and just chill? And then all week you're just like, I cannot wait for that night to see that friend. And that's something that, if I'm ever feeling a bit low, you're like, but I've got things to look forward to at the weekend. Even if it's like something you're going to do on your own. Like, if you're really excited to go to like an art gallery or something, I know that sounds really random, but honestly, I do recommend just going out for a day on your own and just having a little explore. Like, I'm so lucky because I live at the seaside, so I can be like, you know what, I'm just going to have a beach day. I'm just going to go take a boat down to the beach. And that's something to look forward to. Okay, at this point, I'm not even sure, like, if I've already done 10 points or I'm nowhere near. I don't know. So let's just say this video is going to be called Ways to Cheer Yourself Up, and there's not going to be 10 ways or 25 or whatever. We'll just see what happens. We'll just wing it. We'll just wing it and see what happens, because I don't know what I'm doing now and it's stressing me out. It might sound silly, but colouring in, like, even if you're not creative, get a pack of crayons. You can get like colouring books for grown-ups now that are quite detailed. It's not just a basic picture of like a bucket and spade. It's like beautiful flowers and like just really lovely patterns, and just sitting down and just choosing your colours and alternating your colours and stuff, and like, I don't know, just bringing like a picture to life, and you just feel like you've done something. And even if you don't ever show anyone it, it's like you can just look through that and be like, oh. And for me, it's just really calming. Like, I've had people come around before, like, that I didn't know very well, and this makes me sound so socially awkward, but I've just got my colouring book out and I just calm down and I just don't worry then. It's not hard to just pick up a crayon and colour in a block, is it? So I'd say definitely go for it. Like, go to a discount bookshop, pick up like something that you're interested in. I'm sure that there's a colouring book for everyone. There was one that was just pictures of Benedict Cumberbatch that I saw before. You will find something that you want to colour in, and then you just, yeah, I wish I brought my colouring book in now, because yeah, I want to show you what I've done. I don't even know who's watching this, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I'm making new friends and I want to show my colouring in. You wouldn't know I was 21 at all, I had like a fucking 7-year-old. Similar to the colouring in thing, watching something funny, it's like it just calms you down, and it's something to focus on. Like, whether it's like a funny TV show or a film, just take the pressure off and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to watch something silly, like some stupid film, and just have a rest. Just watch something that's going to take your mind off the fact that something's bothering you, like if it's something you can't control. And I'm not saying be in denial, just watch something silly. And like I said before, take the pressure off and don't be so hard on yourself. Like, honestly, you're doing better than you probably think you're doing, and you're only human. Everyone makes mistakes. You're all learning. Like I said earlier, we're just winging it. I don't feel like I'm growing up at all. I've been on about colouring books and how I can't even bring cups into the kitchen to wash them. I have to like go on a hunt and then just bring it all in one go. I think when you admit to yourself that you're not perfect and that you can be an idiot and you do stupid stuff, you just feel better for it, because then you're just like, oh, the pressure's off now. I don't have to lie to myself or anyone else that I'm perfect, because I know I'm not. Because no one is. Honestly, no one is. I definitely treat my friends better than I treat myself. But I think that if I treat myself with like the kindness and the respect and the patience that I show to my friends, I think I'd be happier. Like, if I was nicer to myself, I'd probably be just a happier person. And I do feel like I am improving at that, to be fair. So, something I've been better at. But there's some days where you're just like, no, nothing's working, nothing's making me feel better. And there's, oh, my notes, well, my phone just threw it in a box. Those days when you just can't seem to drag yourself out of it, sometimes it's time to call it a day, run yourself a bath, have an early night, and just think, tomorrow I'm going to start again, and I'll tackle stuff again different tomorrow. But today I'm just feeling tired, and I just feel like going to bed, sleeping it off, wake up in the morning, and it's a new day to start again. So yeah, I really hope that this has helped you in some way, even if you could only take 1 point away and go, oh, you know what, I'm going to get a colouring book, I'm going to do some Pilates, I'm going to try some of this out. Like, I just really hope it's helped you, because for me, like I said, doing something kind, I guess this is my kind thing. I just want you to feel like I've helped you in some way, and then you can pass that on to someone else. Maybe you could tell someone else. And also, I'm kind of hoping that maybe someone in the comments could give me some ideas for other ways to cheer myself up, because sometimes none of those work. You're just like, oh. It's like, you know, looking after a baby, and you're just like, what is wrong with you? I don't know, but it's yourself, it's your own emotions. So, like, I bet I've missed loads, and you're going to be like, oh, Finn, try this one. It's so easy, and this is the best way that I cheer myself up. I'd love to know. I would love to know. So write it down below, and I'll get reading, and then I can maybe make a part 2, which is like a new improved way to cheer yourself up, and maybe there's just one way, and it's a secret to happiness, and we can find it together. Thank you for watching my video, and I've actually really enjoyed it, even though it's been really difficult to record, and even now, the laptop's shouting at me saying that I've been using too much memory, and this might crash, and I might lose it all, so I just hope for the best, and I think that's it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.